guys. Also,
Yo, yo.
before you do that, I know, make sure you're on Instagram. And then,
I was gonna tell you. I was like, are we doing IG? Because we didn't.
oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, there you go. I see you. All right. Hey,
Uh,
Facebook, welcome. There we go. I was
y'all,
like, oh,
I've been tripping all day, y'all.
that's okay. I was trying to be prepared.
Listen, you was the real MVP tonight. I'm
All
gonna do
right.
something with this camera on IG, so it's just like not all up in my grill.
Let me turn the sound down. I did forget that. Mr. DJ, welcome. You got to turn this down in your different device.
I thought,
You,
I turned it down and then it came back up. All right, that better?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't hear myself.
All right, bet.
All right, everybody, welcome, welcome. Okay, let's try it again. Are we matching? Kind
Yeah, we are kind of matching. Send me
of.
the link on Facebook so I can repost it as well,
Okay.
and then we can get started.
All right. For those of you who are on, please go ahead and share this broadcast as we're doing at this point in time. If you are watching us over on Instagram, you know you are what we call the backstage pass. If you want to have the full experience,
Mhm.
you can join us over on our podcast page, either on Facebook or YouTube. And you can go to the link in our bio for that.
Yes,
Otherwise,
sir. Yes, sir.
we in this thing.
We all the way live. I'm copying links, y'all. Hold on one second.
Happy Tuesday. All right. Welcome. Welcome. We see the numbers are going up. Please go ahead and share this broadcast. We back.
Like we said, we was
We told you we wasn't going to leave you hanging.
right now. Okay, now I'm sensor. It did want to paste. Okay. No, I don't want to add photos.
I don't know why you don't just go to the podcast page and just share the video. That's the
No, I was like, I got like four different screens. I got my big screen up here. I got my laptop screen. I got my tablet down here. I got my phone here. I'm in the matrix over here.
I mean, I have multiple screens too, but I just take my phone and share the video that's already playing.
Because you are the tech diva all day, Dre Renee.
Okay, that's true.
I'm
That's
simple.
true. That's
All right.
true.
All right. So can we start this thing off right? Like we supposed
Yes.
to?
While
All
I
right.
sip my beverage.
I got one too. So what's going on, everybody? It's your man Hunter Graham, your personal agent for change, making life easy, Barzini.
And I'm fempreneur extraordinaire and tech diva all day, Dre Renee.
And this is the Crossroads, where there's only one rule.
Be free to be you.
Look who got the intro right
I
tonight.
remember this time.
Because last week you were sitting there like,
Yeah.
you're sitting there like line.
I was like, what's happening? What's going on?
Yeah. So what's going on, IG? Again, everybody, like we just said on IG, you at the backstage pass. If you want the full experience, like Dre said, you can head over to YouTube. The link is in the bio, or join us on Facebook or through our Facebook community. All the links are in the bio on IG. Everybody else on YouTube, Facebook, hello world, how you doing? We here during our break.
I know, what a break.
We working during the break. So, all right, we believe in transparency and being honest and shit. I was fucking up today, y'all. Like
This is
in a
why we
real,
need the break.
this is why we need the break.
Mm-hmm.
We were communicating today, about like going live and everything else. I don't know. I guess I was half reading because I was in the middle of working and doing whatever.
Truth.
And she was like, like, are we going live this week? Now, because we normally do lives on Thursday. So that might be our regimen. If we're doing a recording, we normally record on Tuesdays. But if we do a live, we go live on Thursdays. So this is our normal production night. So instead of production night, like we going live, I don't know. I just know I read it wrong. And in my head, I'm thinking Thursdays, I'm sitting there making plans with somebody for Friday because I'm busy on Thursday. Like I was like, can't do Thursday, kind of booked. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever known that somebody didn't read your message, even though you were like thousands of miles away? Do you ever get the feeling like, even though I wrote this,
You felt the vibes,
they
didn't you?
didn't even read? Because I had to ask you twice. I asked you, and you
Yeah,
making jokes on my typo, and I'm like, did he answer my question?
I
And then
didn't.
you were just like, yeah. And so I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
that's exactly what I was like. Because look, I got more screens at work than here. I got like 3 screens. So I'm like, yeah. And then y'all, I was under the bed, eyes like closed. I'm surprised my voice is sounding like what it is now.
Hashtag Boo was like, so y'all recording? I'm like, well, not recording. We're supposed to go live but I
She
don't know
called,
where he is.
listen, she
I had to
called
call them
me.
both live. I'm like,
Yeah, she called me, and I was like, what's up? Like, hello.
he gave me that sleepy voice. I was like, I know he not playing.
Yeah, and it was the real sleepy voice. It wasn't the my Oscar winning sleepy voice.
Well, shout out to you jumping up and making it happen. But yes, this precisely, ladies and gents, is why we are on a recording hiatus. The goal was to do some pop-up lives. We want to, in my thought process, let me just say this here. It's going to be like pre-production meeting for everybody. My thought is to try out different days and times so that we can be sure, like, when are we going to catch our audience, you know? So right now we have been married to the first Thursday of every month going live, and it's cool. But we want more than cool. So now that we're not recording on Tuesdays, I hit them like, hey, should we go live and see, what's cracking on a Tuesday? So that's why we're here. And that, you'll see us periodically over the break. However, we are not going to be releasing new episodes. Okay, recorded episodes will be on pause until next year. And we're going to give you our return date. But you will see us in this fashion and be able to interact with us, while we're on break.
On a bright note, another bright note too, though.
Right.
All of my bills are paid up for the rest of the fucking year.
Yes, praise the Lord. So
like,
am I.
I don't have no more bills for the rest of the year.
Can you pay my? Well, no, you're gonna say no, but
listen, somebody knows me.
Yeah, shout out to bills being paid.
Look, you know that whole debate that's been going on with the should boys have kitchen sets and everything else.
Yeah,
so
I have not seen it, but I heard that it was going on.
It's been going up. But somebody made a post talking about, cooking is not gender specific or whatever. It's just, you know what I'm saying? And I commented, neither is paying bills. Like, fuck out of here. And that whole debate is being, and we can even dive into that. That whole debate has just been stupid to me.
So what, can you break down what's happening?
Well, it's like, would you buy your son a kitchen set? And or should boys be playing with kitchen sets, right? And all this other stuff. So some say yes, some say no. Whatever. I wouldn't buy my son one.
Okay, you would say no. Okay.
Right, but not because of any gender thing. The shits just don't look fun. It's like, what's the purpose? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I'm hoping kitchen sets nowadays are a little more than what we had. We had the little pastel, everything. And everything was to your imagination. Like, now you can actually cook real food with some of these things. So I think that
you had the Easy Bake Oven, and while that was like marketed as a girl's toy, I low-key was super interested in that shit because it made real fucking food.
That's what
right?
I was like,
so
I think the pretend imaginary stuff is probably not.
But no, but people wanted, people wanted to make the argument like, oh, they need to learn how to cook. I ain't seen not near motherfucker learn how to cook from a toy ass kitchen set.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
stop that bullshit. Because that's like saying, like, every other girl that you know played with dolls her whole life, but we still got some fucked up ass parents out there. So
can't do hair,
child. Or can't do it like, you had the little hair, the little doll, and you can't do fucking. So don't act like these toys is really teaching you shit. Like, I get Italian on that. Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck am I, an idiot? That's just like if you play Monopoly, you a real estate banker. Or a real estate investor or a banker. Like, no, it's a toy. It's a game.
Right. So Dame says, I think it teaches that cooking isn't gender specific though, which I agree with that.
And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? So here's a problem that I have with it's not the toy itself. If your kid, like, I wouldn't buy my son one. If he asked for one, okay, fine. I'm not gonna like, nah, you want a fucking kitchen set? Get the kitchen set. It's whatever. It's the lame arguments that people are coming with right now. I think parents teach lessons. You see what I'm saying? The toy doesn't teach you shit.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if as a parent you want to attach a lesson or routine to the toy, hey, this is how, like, if you're in there cooking and they want to cook too, okay, cool, and they watching you do something, like, bet. But let's not act like we just like to justify a whole lot of shit. But then when we get older, like, we want to pick and choose what's gender specific based on a narrative, right? Because we're saying, oh, well, cooking's not gender specific. Paying bills, though, nah. Fixing cars, yeah. Taking out trash, pumping gas, those are very gender specific, right? And I'm like, how fucking convenient. So,
well, I wish it was gender specific, because in my house I had to learn how to do all because we didn't have boys. So I mean, but I'm like, that flew past me. My dad was like, get out here, learn how to change a tire so you don't have to depend on no nigga.
But I think you know what? I think things that you decide between you and your partner are what's going to be gender specific. But I think everyone should know how to do all those things, because you ain't married until you married. So what you going to do all that time until then? You know what I'm saying? So if you a single woman that don't know shit about cars,
be out here batting your eyelashes,
right?
Which I don't have none on today, so I'll be in trouble.
You don't need them. Your eyes look fine. Like,
oh, thank you. I was just talking about for the batting quality. You can't even see if I try.
Listen, my coworker had on some eyelashes so long today, you can hear them motherfuckers.
Oh Lord! Sound like a little butterfly wing.
You sounded like crumbling weed. Like,
oh wow.
And I'm just fucking.
But no, that's a good point. Like, being an adult and doing what adults do, or having access to resources to take care of yourself, man or woman, is very important. Like, it's dope. When I encountered, back when I was in the dating scene, long time ago, when I was dating back. But anytime I would encounter a man that knew how to cook and didn't necessarily just take his clothes to the cleaners and knew how to, like, actually do laundry and stuff, like, all of that was like, oh, that's so nice. That's not something that
how hard is laundry? Like, you put the clothes in the machine and hit a fucking button. I'm gonna tell you this. No, okay, I get yelled at because I still do laundry like a bachelor. I don't separate shit. Like,
well, but how is this a choice, or you don't know how to do? Well, you just said how hard is laundry, so I'm gonna assume you know what to do. You just choose.
Yeah, I mean, you can do colors, whites, delicates, all that shit. No, I have two categories of laundry. The shit that's actually going in the washer is clean and dirty. You know what I'm saying? Mercy. Hey, and then you got some men that's like, you can wear that shit again.
I believe that. But people need to know how to take care of their basic needs, and extra points if you know how to do things that are typically things that the other sex would do or primarily do. But so I just think people like to argue shit.
Yeah. So what do y'all think are gender specific roles? So if you watch it and you want to comment, drop in the comments. What are roles that should be, or you believe are gender specific? You know what I'm saying? # let's argue.
Oh Jesus.
I got a little time tonight. Not a whole lot, but we'll see what's said depending on my or how much of this I drink in a short amount of time.
Right. Okay, well, while we're waiting for some comments, let's go ahead and shout out the sponsors, and then
Oh,
we'll
you got to
circle
pay
back.
these bills. For
Mm-hmm.
sure. All right, y'all. As always, first and foremost, the Crossroads Podcast is brought to you by the House of 334.
It's the house.
For all your business branding and copyright needs, go to houseof334.com. It is black owned, it is woman owned, it is black woman owned, and it is amazing. And as always, the Crossroads is brought to you by the Crossroads. Y'all, we are still on a mission to get them subscribership up. So if you're watching this on YouTube right now, we want you to scroll down, hit that subscribe button. If you are watching us on IG, hit the link in the bio, go to our YouTube channel, scroll down, hit subscribe, and then join us on whatever platform that you feel more comfortable watching. Again, the experience is on YouTube and Facebook, and then the behind the scenes is on IG. Next, if you want to donate to the Crossroads Podcast, look, this is a labor of love, but love ain't free. And if you think it is, go tell your landlord that you love them. So we appreciate y'all who keep donating to keep this thing going. If you want to donate, you can donate a little, you can donate a lot. We appreciate it all. Go to our bit.ly, which is bit.ly/the Crossroads. That's THEXROSSROADZ.
Yes.
Bam. Bam.
Yeah.
Professional bill payer.
That's right. That's right.
'Cause
Donate to the Crossroads. Donate
Because
to the
I'm the
Crossroads.
man of this house.
Oh Lord.
and my job is to see that these bills is paid on the episode.
That's
You see
right.
you see how I worded that?
Yes. Yes. He makes sure they get paid. That is absolutely his job. Or to announce that the bills have been paid. That's cheers to you.
Yeah, I made the mistake of saying I paid the bills. Listen, and she promptly corrected me. Like, the last I checked, the accounts is.
That was so funny.
And I'm the king of comebacks, but I had nothing.
Indeed.
I couldn't no say nothing.
It's all good.
So
It's
that
all
was
good.
interesting. So what's going on in the world of social media this week?
Well, I don't I'm not
Wait, so hold up. Okay, we gotta pause for the cause real quick.
Okay, we're gonna pause.
So if anyone knows me knows that I live through movies.
Mm-hmm.
But also my brother. So if you ever see me and my brother together, we will have an entire conversation in movie quotes. So the quote that you see on the screen right now is from Coming to America. If you haven't, if you ain't seen Coming to America, you need to log off this shit right now,
right?
And go see it.
Go watch it.
Yeah. So now that's the quote from when dude fell down the stairs trying to get out of his ring. And then you said, "Hey, Stu, hey, Stu, yo, rich dude, motherfucker, and they'll be pulling that falling down the stairs shit. Hey, you conscious?" Shit, every month the same damn thing. He said that shit on hard too. "Hey, Stu, yo, rich dude, motherfucker." So, my brother keeps me rolling with the movie quotes. We can play that game too. So, Blue, you can throw up a movie quote and let's see if I know the movie.
Well, we know you gonna know the movie. That's not no fun.
I mean, we can play.
Maybe we should see if other people know the movie. We know you gonna know it.
Oh yeah. Now, see if other people know it. That's a whole other thing.
So
IG, y'all can throw some movie quotes out there too, or we'll get some movie quotes and we'll see if the IG audience know the movie as well.
Okay. So we didn't get any responses around the gender roles. So maybe nobody wanted to argue with you today. On a somber note, I know.
Hard shift.
Somber note. Nick Cannon announced today that his youngest son passed away, 5 months old, from brain cancer.
Damn.
Yeah. And so, but people on social media are gonna social media, and some folks have said some pretty horrible things. Our EP was on it. He was sending me sending me screenshots.
Uh-huh.
Someone wrote, not trying to be insensitive, which
Which
means
means you're being insensitive.
I'm about
Like,
to be insensitive. But Nick Cannon learning the hard way that children are not assets. And I'll leave it there for now because I know it's too soon.
what the fuck does that
I don't
have
even.
to
I
do
was like,
with anything? What? Like,
I can't stand
and
kids.
how is a child an asset to him?
I was like, he's already rich without them kids.
Like, oh, let me have another kid, I'm going broke. Huh?
Yeah, that
Like
didn't
all these
make any
like
sense.
all these women is paying them child support or something like that.
The second insensitive thing I read today was that he used or leveraged the news on his show because the ratings were low. I was just like, people, I mean, even if you think these kinds of things, do you have to say them? Or can't you say them in your group chat, right? Or like say them in your
No,
house? Like,
just
why you
no,
got to put that kind of stuff?
or don't say them. Like,
Well, people say some fucked up shit. That
yeah.
it happens.
I mean, okay,
But
I
but
say
why do
something.
you have to put it in a place where the person can potentially see it? Like that's
Or how about this? If you're how people are using the situation for their 2 cents for people to chime in on. How was that different than what you're accusing him of doing?
mm,
You see what I'm saying? Like, you want to piggyback off of his tragedy, like, ooh, this is my time to comment when his child died. And so maybe he said it on his show or said it at all is because everybody had something fucking to say when he was having the kid. Like, and
mm.
like the double standards or people not keeping the same energy be killing me, because it's like when we're talking about abortion and everything, oh, stay out of women's uterus, stop policing women's bodies, but we stay policing this nigga's dick.
Mm.
Oh, like, oh, he need condoms, he need birth control. No, this man is choosing, like he said, like he's having kids, he's making a choice, he's got the means to care for these children. And then if it's not financial, it's, oh, there's no way he can be there to, you don't know what this man's capacity is.
Right.
You're
He's
speaking
burning
like,
up the jet, child.
yeah, you don't have the capacity to do that. You don't know what this man is doing.
Right. You the one with the
No,
problem.
right, exactly. You ain't got no private jet. You don't have millions. You ain't got a TV. You don't have a TV show to go on to tell motherfuckers your kid died. We don't know that you taking care of your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, damn.
walking around with one pair of play shoes and one pair of church shoes, and this motherfucker talking about what somebody else doing for their kids. The fuck? Be killing.
Well, tell us how
Right.
you really feel.
Right. These motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, be telling the school stop calling them. What's
Okay.
your kid got in English? What's their English grade? Like right now. Do you know?
Mm. Yikes.
What's your kid's art teacher's name? What's their elective class? Do you know? When's the last
What's
time
an
you
elective?
exactly? When's the last time you been to their fucking school? Like, that's
Oh,
the shit
God.
that be killing me. We got
Yeah.
everything to say about everybody else's parenting and money and all this other stuff, but is your house clean?
Mm.
And I know they'll excuse, well, I'm not on the internet talking about, no, but you on the internet sucking everybody else dick. Shut the fuck up. So
Well, on
yeah,
that note,
that's the dark liquor talking out.
I know. I was like, whoo.
No, but that shit, like, that's just crazy. Like,
All right.
the
But
internet can be a great place, but
harmful,
harmful at the
mean,
same time. Because
all of that.
everybody just has a camera and turns it on and says what the fuck ever, and they don't care how hurtful it is.
Mm.
So,
And as you can tell, we try not to be that type of place. Even when we're powered by alcohol, we try to be thoughtful, thought provoking,
empathetic.
empathetic. But seriously, condolences to Nick Cannon, the mother, because I think that, well, I don't know if that's her only child, but it's her child too, and their entire family, the siblings, that, because all of them are very young, and so
Right.
having that conversation, like,
Yeah, shit, she might still be experiencing postpartum and then compounded with, you know what I'm saying, the loss of it. Like,
And he didn't just pass away today and everything else has been like they knew, like there's been a this kind of ongoing battle. So her whole time pretty much as a parent, has been dealing with this situation. So it's very sensitive, and I don't know why people would choose like, oh, I'm going to get some jokes off, or I'm going to try to make some sort of point.
Right.
Which winds up being silly. So,
because I have a computer and I'm smart.
That's how it goes.
I know things. I have a narrative. Oh, fucking fake ass think piecers. Like,
my gosh.
Okay. All right. I'm off my.
It's okay.
I don't even call it a high horse until I hear the next comment.
I know you don't watch the shows, but there's a new Amazon Prime show called Harlem with Megan Good, Grace Byers, and some other folks that
I turned it on last night.
Okay, wonderful. But that doesn't mean you made it through enough to talk about it. But
I made it through enough to talk about.
Okay.
I didn't make it through the first episode.
Okay. Well, what I wanted to talk about, what had kind of blown up on Twitter was the barbershop scene. And I don't think that was in the first episode. I think that was a little further down. But
spoiler alert, but go ahead.
Right. Spoiler alert. So one of the girlfriends, who is a lesbian, and masked, so she presents as masculine, was at the barbershop presenting as masculine.
You said it's mask?
Mask. That's the shortened version of masculine. Oh. Yes. Well, there are other ways to describe. I won't know. Yeah, I was like, I don't know if that's appropriate, but mask.
Right. Clearly it isn't, because I was about to throw it out there. You know me. But I just learned a new term, and then I was like, okay, well, I guess I won't say that other one.
Not on there. No.
Not a
whoa.
Yeah, this ain't pre-recorded, so we can't go and fix it in post. All right, we won't say the word.
Yes, mask, like MASC, like the first part of masculine. So
yeah, I got it.
Yeah, well, in the show she uses the term as well. So
okay.
So anyways, at the barbershop, getting her hair cut, and this is a place that she frequents. This wasn't her first time there, but there's a new barber who's comes into the shop and is talking about his sexual escapades in detail, like, I skidded on her forehead, and that kind of stuff. Okay,
the barbershop.
Right. So I can't think of her name to save my life right now, but she tells her barber, like, hey, get your boy. And so he's like, hey, there's women here. Yes, we're talking about Harlem. There's women here. And so he, digs his heels in deeper, like, well, maybe she shouldn't be in here trying to look like a dude. Like, like he didn't even notice necessarily that, it's like, hey, well, kind of now, he continues telling his story to the point where, she's uncomfortable and she leaves. So the conversation on Twitter that, kind of was going on was, this happens without regard to, women, but not even necessarily just women, but even gay men who may not necessarily appreciate that conversation either. So folks were going back and forth about this. Oh, also in the scene, the guy's like, hey, this is a safe space. And so she's like, hey, you're using the term incorrectly. Like, you're absolutely not creating a safe space by saying that this is a safe space. So it was a little aggressive exchange, but people were criticizing the writers and director of the series for that particular scene. And so there are a lot of kind of back and forths about it. My experience, so my dad was a barber, and I spent not a whole lot of time, but I spent enough time, in a barbershop. And so I was like, well, we kind of know these kinds of conversations happen, but I don't think I've ever experienced anything to that level. And it probably was because they recognize like I'm there, and so maybe they uh, censored, because some men were in the Twitter thread saying like, there's a code and we know if women and children are there, we don't do that. And then there were some women like, y'all lying, we do, you do whatever you want to do. Look, your
Ain't
face
no
is like, no,
fucking
we
code. I mean,
yeah,
children,
mm-hmm.
but you censor any conversation for a child. Like you might stop cussing or something like that. But so what's your take?
I don't think I would have started a Twitter conversation about it. I mean, I recognized it as something that could happen. I have not witnessed it myself where somebody's conversation, was offensive in that manner necessarily. Or maybe I'm just hard to offend.
Okay, so all right. So let me ask you a question.
Like,
let's flip the script, because you already know my mantra is same energy, right? Okay, flip the script. Beauty salon. You know the women's conversation is going down. For whatever reason, a man walks in. Do the women change the conversation? Do they cater it? Do they mask? You know what I'm saying? Not, well, no pun intended, but like, are they gonna censor their conversation because a guy? Do they go? Oh, shh, a man is walking in.
Yeah, because women don't necessarily want you guys to know.
No,
what they're talking about.
I'm talking about like not even so much. I'm sitting here. Headphones coming out. Hold on. I'm talking about like.
Y'all chime in the comments so I can share your comments.
I'm talking about more like, okay, let's just say they're going in on men ain't shit, that whole shit, and then the man walks in. Are they going to change the conversation in order to be respectful to that man because he's uncomfortable with the man bashing that might be going on at that moment? Hell, and I can answer that, and I ain't been in the salon. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
well, somebody that's in a salon on a regular basis, I haven't done any of that in a
but that's not
getting my hair done most recently. Right. I was in there by myself, so yeah,
but that's not even who you are as a person. But we know it happens. So it's almost like we've talked about men having safe spaces in a relationship to be able to communicate. But now it's like anybody in any barbershop USA knows that's where men go. Men go in there and not even getting a fucking cut so that they can interact and have conversations, and that's like men's therapy. That's, you know what I'm saying, that's the lion's den. That, you know what I'm saying? And so now it's like you're coming into a space where men frequent. Like this is predominantly it's a male dominated space. And so it's like for you to come in and tell somebody how they're supposed to communicate or how they can communicate, I don't think that's cool. You see what I'm saying? It's like, if you're not comfortable in that space, then go to a barbershop where that kind of thing is not happening. But it's like the whole space has to change to accommodate you. I just don't think that's cool. So it's like, okay, now, so where are the spaces that we get to go? And how long are you there? So that's from the time that you come in, and if it's one of them busy ones, so from the time that you come in and you're waiting for your cut, getting your cut, it's like, we got to. So anybody went skiing last weekend? The fuck?
Well, also, and this, it might not have been an accurate portrayal, but it literally was one person. Like this guy comes in with his, kind of telling this story, but it didn't seem like that was how the shop was going before he got there.
Yeah, the shop goes like that. I mean
perhaps, but I'm just saying the
depiction was probably because of, because they were setting it up for the point that was going to be made.
Right.
I watched some of the first episode, I probably got about maybe 20 minutes in, if that. Wasn't my jam. It was just so blatant. Like it was super I am woman, hear me roar.
Oh yeah, it was definitely
and it's kind of
women's empowerment. But I feel like you have to be in a certain space because a lot of it, I thought in terms of like the friendship part and well, because you didn't get beyond the first episode,
but even that,
like just even her getting to, well, all of them kind of
Mhm.
getting to the place where they are evaluating like who they are
Mhm.
against, the expectations of parents, or, who you have to be in the workplace, and then in these relationships, which I believe, man or woman, we have this multi-dimensional existence, but this, was speaking for Black women specifically, and then a Black queer woman on top of that, which, adds a whole nother dimension. So I could appreciate it for that, like, oh, looking at their journeys. Did I agree
Mhm.
with everything? Absolutely not. Could I relate? Some things that I could, and then some things I was like, oh, thank God I don't have to deal with any of
Right.
this ever again.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm over the men are villains type. You know what I'm saying? Um.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she did. She did
Yeah.
leave. She look, they had hit her with the right in the middle, didn't even finish it. She was like, I'm out. Snatched her little, her
Bet.
little cape off
Cool.
and was like, I'm out. I was
I
like,
think
oh
the part
girl.
that I stopped at, I just think it just didn't seem real. Like, I felt like it was depicting Black women as perpetually angry, which is already a stereotype, and like the restaurant scene where some women like walked in before them and then they was getting ready to go in on the hostess. I was just like, here we go. And that's after the
Mhm.
the lesbian woman had did the whole office scene where she cussed out the white. Like,
Oh
really? Is this
yeah, I was
really
like,
like
I thought
really?
that was a dream sequence. Quite frankly, I
Exactly.
didn't even know. I was like, oh,
Like,
that's real.
that's what, like, ma'am, a simple no could suffice. Like, hey, I value the valuation of this product is way higher than the 750K that you offering me. Like, you're not even offering me a million. Like, but oh, fuck you and blah 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 blah. And then to make it even more cliche, where you got the white guy who's the assistant.
Mhm.
Like, I think
Yeah. I thought it
you
was
can
what was in her head, which is,
right
and I
now.
think that was the liberating part, or the part
Mhm,
that, I mean, if people liked it, it was like,
mhm.
yeah, these are things that we never get to say. Right? You
Right.
can never tell somebody, that they
Mhm,
are undervaluing, what you're bringing to the table, or they're trying to cheat you out of your life's work. Like, you can never
mhm,
say that. And there's another instance with another character a little later where she actually goes off, but it's in her head, and she
mhm.
didn't necessarily do it. And so that's what I thought was happening. It was almost like, yeah. And then I was like, oh, she really said that.
Yeah, like,
I was
I'm
like,
like,
"Ooh,
bro,
ooh."
yeah. And so shit like that, it's like,
But okay, so let's kind of dwell there for a second though. Like, well, if it was a dream sequence and it wasn't the real thing, did you have a problem with what she said as a dream, or
yeah.
did you? I didn't like either one of
I
them.
didn't like either. I mean, now I think as a dream, I think it illustrates the feeling. Like, damn, this is insulting. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And so, um, and my brother's a barber, so he's speaking to the barber scene.
Hmm.
Um, it's it's one way we often feel a lot of ways that we can say differently, because I feel like, okay, in business, somebody is offering you, I'm saying, $750,000, right? You
Hmm.
feel that it's not enough. Remain professional.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? You can tell a motherfucker off even professionally, you
Right.
know. Um, and so I think we see things kind of like Key and Peele with the anger translator. Like, I'm saying this, but what I really, what I'm saying, would like to say, but we know that's not necessarily real life. And I just think that it was written over the top to display a feeling, what I'm saying, which would have made the dream sequence more poignant. But even in anger, that was over the top. Like,
Hmm.
it was just over the top,
It
trying to
it really was. It
illustrate a
was.
point. You know what I mean? And so it was
Yeah.
just, and for it to have been real, it was too much. You see what I'm saying? And that's why it was like, just I'm just got to, like, even the way it started. Oh, here's this tribe of women and they do this and then they marry men, and when they done with them, they just like, I'm like, all right, I already know where this is going from the first scene. And then you're in the
It's so
classroom and
funny.
we're
I
doing
thought
this.
about you the whole time
Yeah.
I was
It's
watching.
like, right.
I
You
should have
already know.
called you.
I
I was
was like,
like,
warning.
my thought was he ain't gonna watch this, so I shouldn't even waste my
I try. Well,
time.
because I've been
I
seeing
was going to call you like we should absolutely watch this,
yeah,
talk
I'll
about
do it for
it,
the
but I was
show.
like, he ain't gonna
Yeah.
watch this.
Yeah, I would do it for the show, but like it's hard for me to watch without a critical eye. You know what I mean? Um, to me, it was like Black Sex in the City.
Yeah, I think that's what they were going for.
But
Per my previous email, that is definitely my
yeah,
go-to.
yeah.
Child, if I have
That's
said it,
saying,
please
like
don't.
I said.
Yeah, I was like, please don't make me repeat myself. Oh my
Mhm,
Lord. I'll hit that in a hot second. So
right.
yeah, well, yeah, that's what they're going for. Speaking of Sex in the City, I think they're coming. Well, not I think. I saw they're coming out with a second iteration, if you will. I can't
Mhm,
remember what it's called, but it's a new series on HBO Max
mhm.
this month. I'm like, why don't y'all leave these old ladies alone? Like, what
That's
else
funny.
do
What's
they
going
have?
on? Again on IG. If y'all are tuning in on IG, click the link in the bio, and y'all can get the full experience on the YouTube page or the Facebook page. The IG is the behind the scenes. The real show is going on Facebook and YouTube right now. Link is in the bio. Or if you want to stay on IG, it's the same conversation but a different experience. So if we're looking away from the cameras because we have other cameras this way where the actual show is going on. So see you over there. But I'm gonna try to get through Harlem. I'm gonna try to get all right. I'm gonna try to get through episode 2 and see how I feel.
Mhm.
but I mean, and the thing is, it's shows are everybody's not going to relate. It's clearly not written for me. You know what I'm saying? So I do acknowledge that. And I'm not discouraging anybody from watching it. It was just hard for me. Um, because like, yeah, I would love to see a show with 4 or if does one exist like similar like what's the male experience, you know what I'm saying?
Why don't you write one?
Yeah, you know, I got another show that's being shopped right now, so once that get picked up maybe.
Why you gotta wait?
Huh?
Is it some sort of you only do one at a time?
I'd like to. Shit, I'm
Oh,
kind of busy.
well, I'm just saying if one is being shopped, you can be writing the other one. Is what I was saying.
Oh, I got a couple of projects like on the fire that I'm doing right now, so like
Okay.
you know me, I detest scatterbrainsness.
Oh,
You
well,
know,
you were
people.
scattered earlier today. I detest it too, but you know,
Well, that I was scattered at the
I
actual
I,
job.
I get
Like,
the scattered.
yeah. So
He
hold on.
brings the
So,
scattered to me.
yeah. She telling me so I think about my sister right now. So I began a novel some years and years and years back. She
Hmm.
yells at me to this day for having not finished that novel. I had sent her, I think, like the first 3 chapters or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And left her with the biggest clip. Yeah, she waited for chapter. That's I saw. I sent her the first.
Dang, that's that's still early in the book. Not, I'm waiting for the finale. No, I'm waiting
No,
for chapter 3.
no, but the beginning of the book, it's such a setup that you want to know what happens. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? They're
okay.
like, what happened at the party? Like that's every time. So anyone who's read the first couple of chapters is always asking, well, what happened at the party? Did he go to the party? What happened? So it was loosely based on my life or the life that I wanted at the time.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's why you can't.
Look at it. She's like, not even he. That's also
I'm playing.
facts at the time because I was writing the book without an outline. So I'm just writing as the thoughts come to me. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
writing in real time. So I legit didn't know what was going to happen.
That's
At the,
funny.
baby girl, I will go back and finish that book.
Or just
So,
tell her what's gonna happen. You
I
know.
don't know.
Just tell
Listen, that shit was like 15 years ago, if not longer. So I gotta.
At this time, give us a web series.
I'll put it to you this. This is how long ago I was writing this book. I made references to Miyagi's and Dublin's.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago.
Right.
Bubbling and Dublins.
And yeah, neither one of them places is opening. Wait, no, Miyagi's might still be there. Is it still there?
No, I don't think so. I mean,
I know
the
Dublin's is
structure
not.
might be there, but
Miyagi's
it
is not.
closed down. Yeah,
Okay.
it closed.
So yeah. Shout out
Right
to
when I got
Miyagi's
old
and
enough to
governors
do
to go.
something, everything was just
Right. Saddle Ranch was over there.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
All the sunset spots.
exactly. Shout out to LA. That's too fucking expensive to live. In other news, they took down the lettering on Staples Center.
Oh yeah, I saw somebody post old Aunt Viv and new Aunt Viv. Almost Staples Center was old Aunt
Right.
Viv.
And
Crypto.
crypto.com. So that don't
.com.
even
It just sounds
I mean the
ridiculous.
gangsters love it, but you know Bloods is gonna be like
Crypto. The
Bripto.com.
Brifto dot bomb.
Bripto.bomb.
Oh God.
I could never be a blood. I'm sorry. No disrespect. No disrespect to either side. I'm not affiliated, just adjacent. But like, that's just too much fucking work. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they pick and choose what words is like Crips too. Like, if you a Crip and you call somebody a bitch,
Mm. Oh
like,
yeah.
you
What
know
are
what I'm
they?
saying?
A
A
kitsch?
kitch or a sitch.
A sitch?
Yeah, I'm going down to Silverboard. You know what I'm saying?
Lord have
I heard
mercy.
something. Look, some niggas was at the seafood spot. Niggas like, yeah, let me get some crip meat. They was like, what? Crip meat. They was like, look
Oh,
at it
I hate
like,
people.
yeah, they wasn't gonna say crack. They didn't want to say crack. Let me
Some
get some.
crib meat.
Let me get some crip meat. Some crip legs. Like, wait, what? So yeah, that's just too much concentrate to be changing all these letters around. So I don't have the
Wow.
capacity to
Okay.
be a gang member.
Oh no.
Being a
No.
capo is enough. But all I did was
Indeed.
sign on the dotted line and do some community service because Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated is a non-hazing organization.
Amen.
Exactly. So
Amen. Amen. Shout out to the
and
news.
thus and so and such. We kind of light in the comment section tonight. That's new.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe folks are just listening as they're doing other things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Y'all gotta let me know. But I do see
Right.
some new well, folks that aren't necessarily with us on Thursdays, and
Right.
Instagram is kind of
Yeah.
folks have been
So
coming
if
in.
y'all are watching, like leave a comment, let us know, you know what I'm saying, that y'all are watching so we can shout you out on the show. Again, those who are just joining us on IG, the link is in the bio and the real show is going on our YouTube. So you can check us out over there or stay on IG if you like.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Shout out
Yes.
to my sister-in-law
Hey, sister-in-law.
uh tuning in. I think that's her.
Absolutely.
I
Well,
don't
I hope
well
so.
well I don't be looking at handles and stuff like that. So when all I see is a handle, but
Oh, okay.
she is Dr. Hannans. So
Okay. Well, hey,
yeah,
sister-in-law. Dot, what's going on?
right.
For those of you who are just hopping in, just a reminder that the Crossroads podcast is on hiatus. So you will not be receiving recorded episodes dropped every Thursday, but we do promise through the hiatus to continue to come on live and engage with you. Just, so that we can keep the connection. We also, want to talk through some new ideas. Oh, it's your cousin, not your sister-in-law.
Oh, I couldn't see that. Okay.
just so you know.
Yeah, I can't see that. Yeah. What's buzzing, cousin?
There you go. And so yeah, just want you to know that if you're looking for us every Thursday, we do have a complete library with over 70 hours of content at this point, 50 episodes, recorded episodes. We have lives for a year plus. At this point, every single month that we've done. And some of the episodes have multi-parts. So it's plenty of content for you to binge through during your holiday season while we are taking care of ourselves and, of course, getting ready for a phenomenal next season.
Because I certainly was taking care of myself early and didn't.
Yeah, and I pulled him away from that. I'm like, hey,
Look,
grab your headphones.
I was eating some shit I didn't have no business eating and laying down. I had some
I'm about
ribs
to
and
finish these tacos. That's what we got.
It is Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, so I'm about to.
I didn't.
I got my meat done, but I gotta get out here. Get
I
on
gotta
these
see what
shelves.
your meat game look like and see and give you some more additions that I've done over
Just
the
tell
years.
me what to do. You don't need to see mine. I'm sure it's not as good as yours. I mean, it
No, no.
works. I'm married, so it must be good.
It did its job.
I did what I was supposed to do.
What the lady say, it gave what it was supposed to give.
It gave what it was supposed to give. That's
That's
been one of
funny.
that's been a regular from our
Wait,
first dating.
I gotta find that video where it was a dude was like, when you accidentally say things that your girl be saying.
Oh yeah, that was funny. He was like, why did I
why
say
why did
that?
I just say it? Yeah, because he was trying to. He's like, "Yeah, it's just not giving what it's supposed to give." And it's like,
They hit him with a period. He was like,
yeah. Now that one, I'm like, come on now.
did I clap? Did I?
Yeah, like, did I just? Why did you just? Yeah,
Oh gosh, bless your heart.
that good programming, that conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious.
Uh-oh, you got I think it's another movie quote.
What you? That's menace. What
See, I
you
told
mean
you.
you ain't got my money yet? You best be coming up with my cash or else.
Oh my lord.
Fuck you, Tat. What you mean I better pay or else? What you fucking Ron O'Neal or something?
Mm.
Yeah, you can't stump me with that one. You know I get on here monologuing.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Well, party people, we gonna let Barzini get back to his beauty rest. Because I mean, he was knocked.
Look,
It wasn't a little bit of sleep. It wasn't, I just went to sleep. He didn't even know where he was. I'm
look.
surprised he picked up the phone.
And when her first, I'm glad I did, because when her first words were, okay, I'm like, wait, like I wasn't supposed to be asleep.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
this is not what's supposed to be happening.
yeah. I was like, I didn't expect to hear him sound like
Listen,
that.
y'all, I was all the way hello.
Yeah. I was like, oh, we
She
might
was
have to
like,
cancel this. Don't tell the people.
nah. Let me go on throw. Listen, I got on work clothes under this.
Oh, you just came home and fell out.
Right. I got on. I had a button up on. I still got my work pants on. This is not an outfit. I just had to throw on. I have a hoodie on in the house. Like, and then I had to throw a fitted on. Good thing I have a fitted to match anything. So
Absolutely. We're so glad you prepared.
hey, that's why I picked the uniform correctly.
Yeah.
I need to go get some new fitteds. I think I need a yellow. There's this Laker Dodger hat that I want.
Together?
No, it's not. It's Laker colors, but it's the Dodger fitted. It's LA. It's like the Laker colors.
I was like,
but no, it's not. No, but it's it's black, but then the brim is purple. And then I think the under it's got some yellow, and then the letters is gold.
Oh, that's all.
I was like, but then I don't have no shoes. Then I have to buy shoes to go with it because the hat is supposed to match the shoes.
How much are hats? Are they expensive?
About with tax about $36.
Oh, that's
something like that. I mean, shit, they used to be a lot cheaper. So if you go to Lids, it's under 40. Just round up and say $40.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I need to go get a couple more. And then you can find a deal. Sometimes they got the 2-for-1s or buy one get one half off type joints. Mm-hmm. Get rich or die trying.
I love that movie.
You move. So that's the scene where they was in the car and dude was all fidgety in the back seat.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, stop all that fucking moving. I don't like people behind me moving and shit. So sit the fuck still back there. And so dude started he go, you move it again.
Hey, so that reminds me, we gotta talk. I'm thinking Terrence Howard, which reminded me of him coming out to rap for 3 6 Mafia, which reminded me of Bone and 3 6 Mafia getting into Busy Bone.
I didn't see anything but that part. You ugly motherfuckers ain't gonna be talking.
I was like,
why he stopped?
What was I making? I was in the kitchen cooking.
We just finished alive though.
We had. So I went to go handle my business, and hashtag booze coming out, and I turned and looked over my shoulder. I was like, "Are they fighting?" And he was like, "What?" And it was going.
What did he
down.
throw?
He
What
threw
was
a
it?
water bottle.
Oh, okay. He's like, hold up, you ugly motherfuckers ain't gonna be here talking. But then somebody posted a picture of all the 3-6 Mafia, and that was like, but did he lie?
That's what I said. I
Like,
was
when your name is Crunchy Black, Gangsta Boo, you like,
yeah, you know,
come
he ain't
on.
lie. He ain't
Like,
lie.
when you say Crunchy Black, I'm not expecting to see a model dude come on the screen, like, you know, like, hey,
Yeah.
you know who it is. Don't be bad at me because you ugly.
Yeah, he said what he had to say, and then in the words of Charlemagne, somebody invited him to the genitals. What did he say? You don't
Right.
invite another man to your
To your
genitals.
Y'all better suck my dick.
I was like, and that's I
Right.
think where it
But then they start trolling them. See,
escalated.
that's why y'all broke up, because of Busy Bone.
Oh my
Busy Bone
God.
messed
He
up
need
the
to take
show,
his
y'all.
medicine, all kind
But
of
he is
stuff.
on meds though.
Yeah.
He probably didn't.
Well, I didn't know a lot about him
Mhm.
personally, but people were posting like his story. But apparently, he had gotten like kidnapped by his dad and
Busy had a busy life.
held it hostage, and all kind of stuff. I was like, oh,
Mhm.
that's why he.
And a lot of people don't know about the other member of Bone, Flesh,
You talking about
Flesh and
Flesh?
Bone. Mhm.
Well, yeah,
That's
Flesh was behind bars.
right. That's Crazy's brother, right?
Lazy.
Is it Lazy's brother?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Lazy and Flesh.
Mhm.
Lazy and yeah. But he was getting his whole life. He was happy to be. This is all I missed all these years. He was back and forth across the state. I think he would have.
Oh, he was there?
If the part. Yeah, he was there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
all
like-
all 5 of them were there, but yeah, you could tell who was
saying a bunch
not
of shit we
used
don't
to.
understand.
So let's talk about their song selection. So they didn't do First of the Month out of all the songs that
That
they
should have
did.
been the first song they did.
They didn't do it at all, and then there was some songs I was like, I don't even know. I don't know. And then they brought out Lil Eazy-E to
look just like a daddy.
Yeah, so he was excited. You can also tell he's not used to being anywhere. So everybody,
I don't know why in my head this liquor is just making me. All I have is just like everybody in Bone, how they sound. So busy. You know, Crazy Bone.
He had on a jacket with his own face on it. He was glad to be there.
Wish just be and some what? Like nigga.
Yeah,
Wish was just the homies. I was like, come on, dog.
I miss my Uncle Charles. That's all I.
Yeah,
I
know. I miss
attribute to him.
Charles. He just moved funny.
I attribute that to him. What else was going on?
Shout out to Uncle Charles.
Yes. Sounds like chickens clucking. Hilarious. Yeah, it was some. So I was there for Thuggish Ruggish Bone, which I said, I was like, once they play that, I can go home, even though I was already at home. And they brought out Shatasha. She was singing like it was 1994. And she sounded the same. She was good. Yeah. She didn't look the way I remembered her, but I also couldn't remember her. So she could have looked like anybody. Speaking of not looking like I remember, Chameleonaire came out, and I was like, that's Chameleonaire?
Did he look better or worse?
Better.
Yeah, a nigga doing real estate now. His music always sucked to me. I don't know. I'm like, why are you famous?
Well, he did what he had to do. They did that one.
Controlling, they're trying to catch me riding dirty, and that's Chameleonaire. What the fuck kind of name?
Yeah, so it was an interesting ghetto good time.
Ghetto is look.
Yeah. It was and Gangsta Boo. So I didn't know this. Speaking of booze, hashtag booze said Gangsta Boo at some point found the Lord and was Lady Boo or Mrs. Boo. she was not.
How about be your name, ma'am? You don't have to
So
be a moniker.
I was
Say
like, where'd you know this? He sent me a
Christian
link.
Boo. Like,
Yeah, she had found the Lord. This was in 2001, so
they
clearly
not gonna
she
know
has,
who I am if I don't have the boo on the end. Like,
yeah,
ma'am,
well, the way she was acting last week, either she is in a backslidden state or
she done lost her religion.
yeah,
That's
or she
me
put
in
it
the
on hold.
corner, right?
Yeah, she's
That's
like,
me in the spot,
she's
like
like, let me go out
losing
here and
my.
do what I did back in the
Speaking,
day.
I stumbled upon the funniest shit.
Uh-oh.
I need you to go onto YouTube
Mm.
and
And
pull up.
subscribe to the
Yeah,
Crossroads.
y'all subscribe to the Crossroads. I need you to pull up the song "White Woman's Instagram"
Okay.
and get back to me.
Shall.
It is
And will.
the funniest but most accurate shit I've seen in a long time.
White woman's Instagram. Okay.
Yes. Just text me as soon as you have completed watching it.
Mm-hmm.
But until then, y'all, this has been yet another episode of the Crossroads Live. Shout out to everybody that's on IG that joined us this evening. Shout out to everybody on Facebook that joined us. Shout out to everybody on YouTube that's joining us right now with our simulcast. We all over the place, y'all. We in the Facebook community, the page, our personal pages, the YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I got like 1,000,001 screens. If y'all can see my screens, yeah, all over here, screen down there somewhere. You can't see it, but yeah. I did that for IG.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, I think he's moving over here.
But y'all, we love y'all, and we will just stay connected to us for the next pop-up live. If you want to know when we're going live, go to the YouTube and make sure you subscribe so you can get the alerts of when we are going live. That's going to be the best way that you know. But until then, this has been the Crossroads, and in closing, always remember, be free to be you.
You.
We love y'all.
All right. Bye.